welcome to Tales from the Pool.
Hey.
It's our Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Or
Hanukkah.
Or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever the hell you're
We acknowledge
into.
everything.
It's
Or
perfect.
what about
You got
atheists?
a Jewish Santa here, so that's...
Are you Jewish?
No, I just look Jewy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been told I look Jewish my entire life, so I just say I'm Jewy.
You look like an unemployed mall Santa.
That's
you were
exact like a young actor who couldn't even get a gig in a mall playing Santa. Yeah.
No, like you were hired, but then you kind of did something weird to one of the kids, and they had to let you go.
Why is it gotta be
He's
towards
too
the
young.
kid? Maybe I hit on one of the moms. Maybe they're like, me too, man. Me too.
Just going with the most likely possible events. I went little kid. Okay, so I'm Brandonjeddi.
The worst person
I'm
in the world.
Erin Hart. Hi.
We have the wonderful Seth Woodward as our guest tonight.
Thank
He's awesome.
you.
I love
Thank
this
you for
guy.
coming.
He's a great dude. And, of course, producer Jamie. We love him. Jamie Marino.
Jamie
We love
Marino.
Jamie.
him.
Everybody.
Perfect.
I just had him on my podcast. He's a great person. Love him. He's an amazing comic. He did. He got really high.
I think we should all send Jamie presents because he does so much work around here.
I will send him my love. My thoughts and prayers for Jamie.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Cool. So we were just talking about, by the way, you mentioned there was a guy in France.
Oh, yeah. I heard this on the radio today.
Okay.
There is a guy, I don't know if he's in France or he's in Europe, but he has a penis that goes down to his knees. They were talking about this on the Woody Show. And that
Don't plug other shows on here. We
it's a
can't.
radio show.
No, he has to strap it down to avoid breaking his kneecap.
And he has a pillow that it sleeps on at night because when he sleeps, it's uncomfortable.
Because it's royalty.
I love
That's
how
why.
his dick has a pet bed.
Yeah.
There's actually
If I had a dick that big, I would also put it on a pillow, like a velvet pillow, and just.
there's a Facebook video going around, and it's just like, it's hard to find a girl like this who will love me like I am, and it's just like, that's the funniest fucking thing. Guy with
What?
There's a video of this guy going around Facebook of him just going, I can't find love because no one will accept my gigantic penis. And I'm like, me too, buddy. Me
Oh,
too.
boy.
Not
Oh.
because of the penis thing, but because I'm a garbage human.
Yep.
Go
You have
fuck
a giant, just piece of shit personality. That's what yours is. No one can handle that.
You can, because you're a piece of shit too.
We've discussed this before. If we were ever to get funky with each other, I would be the top. He would be the bottom.
No,
it would be a fight.
We decided it'd be a fight.
It would
and
be
I'm
a
going
kind of
to
a
win
grappling
that fight
match.
because you're a spindly little fuck.
I just
I'm
stay out
wiry.
of
I'm
this.
cagey. I'm cagey.
I
Don't-
don't even know how to.
Don't project your gay energy.
You
at
can
me,
watch,
Jackie.
Aaron. Would you
I
be
can-
into that?
No.
But kinda. No,
She's-
not at all. Just because of you, by the way, not me.
No, she's looking at you with disgust, not me.
No.
She's making clear.
If
eye
it was me
contact
and
with you.
Jamie, she'd be down. But you, she had to
Would you
kind
be
of bail
down
on
to
this.
watch?
No.
Yeah, see, it's not me.
It's just men being gay. I'm not. I
You're not about
love
that?
gay men. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, you hate the
Love a
gays.
gay
I got
man.
it, I
Yep.
got it,
Here
I
we
got it.
now it comes out.
No.
Now it comes out.
I like to party with gay men. I like to shop with gay men. I love to hang out with gay men, but
Yeah,
I don't.
you just don't want them at our schools,
see
drinking
'em.
from our water fountains.
You don't want to
Get 'em out there.
I just don't want to see their dick in their ass. I
just
don't
want
want to see the action.
Their
They don't want
dick in their ass? It's not their own
not
dick in their
their
own
ass,
ass.
but they don't want to see a dick in me. I don't want to see a dick in them. Nobody wants to see that. It's fine.
Plenty of people want to see that.
Yeah.
Well, some do.
This
I
is
just-
where
I
our
just like-
YouTube show is going
You're
now.
just like, I just want them to live in the mountains away from me.
One of my best friends is a gay man. Lots of my good friends.
I don't think that
you really did
defense-
turn into like,
Yeah, I
I
don't
have
think
tons
that-
of gay friends.
I don't think that defense flies anymore. I think all the I have those friends doesn't work anymore.
You have to make out with a woman now.
yeah,
You have to. You're like, already did that.
And I
That's fine. That was that
and
phase.
I get to videotape it. That's all.
I'll just quietly, creepily jack off in
And
the
my
corner.
sister, my
real.
sister
That's real.
calls
No.
you misogynistic.
Your sister, regardless of her gender or irregardless of her gender, is an idiot. In my opinion. Yeah. How about that?
Well, you're the idiot who just said irregardless. That's not a word.
It's a word actually.
Regardless.
That's one of the. Okay, yeah. This
Regardless
is going
is the
down unfunny
word.
lane. Regardless is the word, but some people started
like
saying
how-
irregardless, and then it was added.
I like how you got
Was
the
it?
word correct at first, and then you switched to a non-correct word. That's
I did.
perfect.
I like it.
Yeah.
But it also works.
'Cause
It's
you're
now
a
a
fucking
word.
idiot.
Irregardless is a word. So, okay.
He asked me to be this mean. I just want to be upfront with that. He came onto my podcast and was a garbage human being, so I
Oh,
have
was
to
a huge
return.
piece of shit.
You
I
are
was-
such a piece
What
of
is
shit.
your
It was-
podcast?
It's called The Good Word with Woodward. It's a comedy news round table where we read stories nobody's heard before. To
It's
comics.
not as boring as it sounds. It sounds terrible.
Well, you make it terrible, so thank you.
Gotta have you back on. I love the.
I will
love the
have
pod.
you back on soon, you fucking animal.
Yeah, but you said some people think it's like a Christian show.
Yeah, we called it The Good Word to make the rhyme happen, to be catchy. But the good word is like that's what they call the Bible.
Yes.
So we have plenty of Christians like stumble upon our like just awful, like violently disgusting podcast,
Oh,
and they
God.
just leave comments like this has nothing to do with God, and I'm like, yeah, I know.
3 minutes.
I like how he tries to educate us that, well, that means the Bible. Like we're heathens.
Well,
Yeah, oh, that's great.
I
Yeah.
expect Jetty to have no spirituality. So
Thank you. I have no spirit, no soul, but spirituality maybe.
Can I shock you for a minute?
Yes.
My grandfather was a
taser?
priest.
Oh.
I was raised like
Oh
I
my
was
God.
acolyte in
Okay.
the Episcopal Church, which is like an ultra.
no, that
How was
that's
the molestations?
yeah. I was just gonna say that's the backstory for most strippers. So
Yeah.
By the way, I do like the idea of just like a Christian listening to your podcast and then just thinking like 3 minutes into your gaping anal bit, he's like, "What are we going to talk about
God.
Jesus?"
the episode we
Where's
dropped.
it at?
The episode we dropped this week is called 4 Hours of Butt Fucking.
Oh my God!
And I just can't wait for a Christian to go, is this about the priesthood or what?
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Okay, so listen to this. So back to the story though. You said a guy in France, large dick,
Yes.
went down to his knee,
Yeah,
right?
and I guess like he can't get a relationship because like one girl like wanted to have sex with him because
Mm-hmm.
of it, and she like ran away in pain, and another
Yeah,
girl like
because it's 6 inches of
Yeah.
diameter.
there's
it's
no
not-
way.
Yeah, no, it's like it looks like someone stacked a bunch of Coke cans next to a person.
a bunch of coke.
And then
Maybe even
another
thicker.
girl, like he went to have sex with her, and she saw it and was like, "Nope."
Yeah,
And
Nopes
like,
out.
We're
Okay.
done.
Well, but women in here's what I don't understand. By the way, it said a larger dick is better, right? Yeah, so that's
Here's
in
the point.
general.
No, that's-
in general, that's what's said.
that's what guys say.
That's not what guys say.
that's a guy thing.
No, it's not.
No,
It is
dudes
Seth.
are just like
No.
having a big dick is best. That's all dudes. I feel.
But and then some women, Seth.
Some women, yeah, that's a thing. For some women are gonna like big dicks. Everyone has a different sexuality. What I'm saying is the whole guys, the size fear is a guy thing.
I feel like that's what an ex-girlfriend of yours told you one night when you were kind of just
No,
crying.
I'm
'cause you couldn't get it up.
I'm okay.
Like, no, it's
I'm
okay that it's that small.
I am 6'2" and 220 pounds. Everything is in proportion.
I looked at his feet. I was like,
No, that's not a good judge of anything.
No, it's not. But yeah,
The point I'm trying to make though is, okay, people supposedly want large dicks, but then also women like to claim that they have the tightest pussies. There's something's going on here. Either the dicks aren't fitting into the pussies.
well, the thing is, when women feel comfortable, their vaginas get loose. So anyone,
Really?
yeah, because they
What?
feel, yeah, that's
I
That
didn't know
sounds like the
that.
most misogynistic thing I've ever
No,
heard.
they
just start dripping on
no,
the
they
floor.
don't just droop out. But I'm saying they
you
loosen
sound like
up
Andrew
to
Dice
allow
Clay.
someone inside them. Anyone who's going, I got a tight pussy, is like, then you probably don't want to be having sex on a subconscious level.
Well, I'm sure that's happened to you quite a bit.
Not, but
Like, it's
don't
rapey
project.
time.
Don't project your rape at me.
No. If it gets large, but even when it gets larger, they're saying that it's tight still. They're turned on, but it's still small and
Yeah,
tight.
that's the whole I have a big penis thing. That's like the girl version of that.
Yeah, exactly. That really is that.
Yeah.
That really
I
is
don't know.
that.
After I had a 9-pound baby, I was like, hello.
It's not. Yeah. Well, no. After you push a fucking watermelon out of you, it's not going to be the same.
It's supposed to like go back, right? Like a rubber
That's-
band.
That's what they said about my. That's what they said.
There are bats in there. Gotta just.
It's
every
like
so often
at
get
the
a-
beginning of Scooby Doo. spats coming out.
That's what they said about my skin after losing 200 pounds. It never quite goes
God.
back.
Oh, yeah. So Seth was,
Jesus.
can I say that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Seth was 400 pounds. Look at him now.
I look like garbage
Amazing.
still. Hot
No.
garbage.
You look amazing.
No, well-
Give it up for Seth. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I
live
refuse
studio
to.
audience.
I refuse to.
You
No,
lost
he's-
almost 200 pounds. That's
I
fucking
lost
great.
still-
I lost 210 pounds actually.
That's amazing.
And-
Good for you.
No, it was like I was
Okay, I'm
so
sorry,
close
no.
to death. My doctor at the beginning was like, "You have to lose some weight or lose."
Your doctor
weight."
was like, keep going.
No, at the end.
Die.
At the end, he was like, "You need to fucking chill." Like that. Those were his exact words because I was like 190 pounds.
You need to chill. Was his exact words?
Yeah, you need to fuck.
Was he
like,
working out of a van? Were you seen in the alley?
No,
You need
it
to
was
chill,
in,
bro.
It was in a strip
Down
mall in
by
Boyda
the
Park,
river?
so it's not much better. But he's like, "You need to fucking calm down. You are going to have liver failure if you continue."
What were you
Why?
doing?
I was working out like 8 hours a day. Yeah, no, it was bad.
I'm
I
like,
was,
that's what it takes. I
I
gotta
was
do it.
I was so grossly jacked in all the wrong ways. I looked like a buff cow.
I'm just more upset you didn't have a job to go to. 8 hours
I
a day.
did have a
Fuck
job.
you.
I did have a job. I worked at a hotel at the time. It was terrible.
You were doing 8-hour shifts and then
So
working.
that hurts your
8
liver to
hours?
work out that much?
It hurts your liver to like process that much waste.
That's just how much your body wants to be fat.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. It's almost rejecting good health. I feel like your body in particular.
no. It was just like
Like it's like no, we don't want abs.
It's like too much
liver,
too
fail.
soon. Too much too soon.
Oh, my
Okay.
chiropractor said you can have a heart attack that way. Too.
You can have a lot of health problems that way. I just happen to like the worst health problem I got was like stretchy skin still. It looks like I'm wearing daddy's skin.
I got
What?
mad
Like
at
daddy's
my,
clothes. You've never heard that?
No, I
no.
never.
No, like a
No.
kid wearing daddy's clothes.
This is some weird sexual fantasy that
It's
you
not.
engage in.
Don't you project?
We're not a
Never
part of
heard
that.
You project your weird sexual.
When you say
fantasies at
daddy,
me.
though, it unsettles me, Seth.
Okay.
No, but so yeah, daddy's nope, and also daddy's skin.
Yeah, like daddy's.
No,
like,
that's some weird Silence of the Lambs shit. That sounds like a Silence
like
of the Lambs
father's
sequel.
clothes.
It's like
Okay.
put the lotion in the basket or it gets
If I had
hosed.
used lotion, this would be less of a problem. Actually, what's that?
They put that graphic over your
Is
body.
that daddy?
Oh, good for me.
Got it.
Good for
Nice.
me. That you know what is the saddest part? The neck syncs up. Check it out.
It really does. That is so unfortunate.
That's so yeah. I'm such a gross person. I'm such a gross person. I know.
No, I think you're awesome. You
Well, here's the thing. I have abs, but it looks like they're big. Like you're viewing them through a fat concentration gate. Like they're in a
What?
concentration camp of fatness, and you can just see them through the veil.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna pull them out at
He's
the end of the
got
show.
A six-pack
The daddy's skin
under
thing.
the skin.
I want you to do. I want that to be like the next Silence of the Lambs, like the sequel. You just going up to like a soccer dad and be like, "What are you, a size 18?" You know what I mean? Just
What is your shirt size?
No, that's what that guy was looking for in the hole. He wanted someone with loose skin so he could,
Oh
What?
yeah,
It's a fat
I
person.
am
Weird.
Buffalo Bill's like dream.
Yeah.
you're the gay
Dream
Buffalo
coat,
Bill.
yeah.
You are the
No,
gay
no, no.
Buffalo
What I'm
Bill.
saying is,
Yeah.
That's
I'm
real.
his prime victim. I would.
Yes.
He would make such a great coat out of me. He's like, oh my god, there's so much material there.
No.
Yes.
No, I agree.
You,
No, he goes for you don't
you
remember
were
that
gonna
movie.
no.
He goes.
You
for
were gonna
chunky
make the
girls.
turn into Buffalo Bill. I believe that. Something's
No,
gonna go wrong.
I'm not that kind of crazy. I'm the kind of crazy where like if I'm feeling that way, I go lock myself in a place for like several days.
Wait, what? What happened?
This is good. It got real all of a sudden.
I know. I gotta sit different,
Listen.
like on my leg or something.
You lost all that weight though, but you're still. I mean, ex-stripper, Erin.
Yeah.
Seeing this man in a strip club, he's a stripper's worst nightmare still, though, right? If you have to give him a lap
No,
dance,
he's sweet.
you're wiping yourself off with
See,
Clorox
again, you're
Clorox
projecting
wipes.
your own self-hatred at me, and that's not healthy.
This is a
No,
man. that-
it's my hatred for
Hey.
you.
It's your self-hatred that you
Tell-
projected others.
Tell Seth what you did in a strip club. This is my worst nightmare as a stripper.
Oh, okay.
He picked up. Okay, I'll let you say it.
Go ahead.
I'll say it.
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
Tell your
somebody-
story of misogyny.
Somebody made it rain for the stripper on stage, and he picked up the tips that fell on the floor and took them.
It's just on the floor. There was dollar bills everywhere, just on the floor, away from the stage. I didn't get it off the stage, and also I didn't have a job at that time. All right, I didn't have a job at that time.
Is that
So-
not horrible?
What the fuck are you doing in a strip club without a job? First of all, you
I was
fucking
someone
monster.
paid
That's
to get
like-
me in.
Going to a restaurant and
You
taking the
fucking
waitress's
parasite.
tip.
If you dare project your self-hatred at me and then do that shit,
Amen, my friend.
No.
Ugh.
I was living
Get
cheap
the
the whole
fuck
time.
outta here, you
I was
monster.
living cheap the whole time, and then
you
someone.
were being cheap the whole time.
My ribs were exposed. I could barely eat. I was almost huddled in a corner. Someone's like, "Do you want to go see some tits?" Oh, thank you, sir. Yes, please. You have no sympathy for the plight of the poor man, which you
I don't
still
have
are.
any
Which you
sympathy
still are.
for someone who steals from women
I'd
who
rather
are
have you go
hardworking.
beg on the
Please,
street.
don't bring women into this. I steal from people. Also, I didn't.
Don't bring women into this.
It wasn't
where I
off-
stole from women.
I think
You're
my
garbage.
sister is right.
It wasn't.
You are
He's
garbage.
misogynistic.
I don't like your sister a lot. Sometimes we might call her.
Her sister's honest, at least. You
The
fucking
dollars.
thief.
It was gonna
sneak
go to the
thief.
club. It was gonna go to the club. The dollars. It was to whatever
Gonna
stripper.
Go to the club.
It never
dollars
goes
That's
on
how
the
he
stage-
rationalizes. How much did you steal?
Oh man, I probably like.
How many Del
I found-
Taco burritos
honestly,
did you buy with this sad?
I don't.
thievery?
That's now
Single
you're
mom
projecting.
that
Now
was
you're
on
projecting.
stage.
You're the type
I
of guy
just-
when you're like,
you're-
when I get a lot of money, I'm gonna get 1,000 tacos at Del Taco.
No, I have
No,
money.
that's
I'm
not
good.
me. That's not me. No,
I-
you don't
I'm
have
okay.
enough money to go that level to get the 1,000
I have
tacos that
enough
one
money
day you
to
want.
pay my strippers and not steal from them. You
to
fucking
pay your
monster.
strippers. I feel like you do have strippers that you just
I
that
do.
you
I
think
have- I
that they
have-
like you, but they don't.
I don't go to strip clubs anymore because I do bad things at strip clubs too.
Okay, let's
So.
hear that now. I feel like you've come in your pants.
I've only gone to a strip club 3 times.
You're like,
One.
one or two.
I was working at the hotel late December night. I think it was December
Oh, Lord, we have a
20th
date.
or something.
Okay, yeah, we didn't need the date, but no, go ahead.
No, because it's ever ingrained in my mind. And my buddy calls me just as I'm getting off, and he goes, "Hey, I can't tell you why, but we have to go to a strip club." And I go, "That's ominous, but I'm down," because I was a young comic. I'd never been, so I was like, "You know what? I want a story. That's the I want a story."
You
I
wanted to see tits. Don't be
I've
like,
seen-
I did it for my craft.
I've
Shut up. You
seen
wanted to see
tits.
tits for $1. Shut the
here's-
hell up.
No,
I did
Jesus
it for
Christ.
my
Oh,
craft.
I did it for
this
shut
isn't
the fuck
before
up.
the
Don't bring
fucking
me-
internet. I could go
What?
see tits on the
Oh,
internet if I
No,
really wanted to.
yeah, you could.
No,
and
I
you
was
have.
like, yeah.
These are live tits, though. You want to see live tits.
No,
All right,
I was
don't bullshit.
going for a story because there's no point in not
Yeah,
getting a story out of it.
Okay.
So
So you didn't even look at the tits, right? You're
I-
just like, I will
of
not
course-
partake. I don't agree.
Of course, I looked at the tits.
Yeah,
I'm
of
not
course
sa-
you did.
It's you're saying one is one thing because of one thing.
It was
but,
90%
there's
you
a
wanted to
middle
see
ground.
tits, and then like while you were there, after you did something horrendous, you're like, oh, this might be
He
good for comedy.
projects everything at me, and it's really sad.
But
I'm
I project
trying to
with their
hear this
correct
story.
projections.
You
They're-
don't.
We're almost similar scum.
Can you shut the fuck up so I can tell?
this
my
is
story?
this is our podcast.
But I'm the guest, so let me talk.
Just
I'm
say
a
it.
terrible host.
I want to know.
I want to
Uh,
know too.
so-
I want to know.
So we went to
December
TJ's on Beach Boulevard.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's
Did they have a poll yet?
they did have a poll.
Oh, okay, because in 2003 they didn't have a poll. It was really weird.
Is that
I
where you
almost
were?
fell
That was the
off stage.
economic
Is that
One
where
day.
you were?
One day.
Oh, I
I
can
said I'll never be back.
I can see why you didn't go back.
They
Yeah.
didn't have a poll.
Um,
No, it didn't.
That's like when you go to do a comedy spot and they don't have a mic. You're like, I hate this, but I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's
You
the
just-
exact same thing. I'm sure they don't have the same level of confidence. Like we don't have the same level of confidence without a microphone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If
It's
there's
true.
a prop holding you up, yeah, both literally and figuratively. Anyways, my buddy goes with the first girl that goes up to him, and I sit down and start watching the main stage because I'm like, I'm just here for a story. I'm not here to spend money because I'm
Sure.
poor.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm not garbage.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ah,
I had a job at least, you fucking moron.
Well, I feel like, by the way, you say that every day in the morning to yourself. I'm not garbage. I'm not garbage.
No, I am garbage. I've
And then
said
just
I'm
punch a mirror.
garbage on this podcast like 7 times before we've gotten to this
I know.
point.
We
not
need to
working.
talk about positive.
No.
reinforcements.
No.
I hate positive.
No, that would give me confidence and that would make me
Okay,
terrible.
I gotta get comfortable.
Um,
here. Okay.
Go for it.
So I sit down, and then a couple of girls come by, and I'm like, I'm not really here for a dance. And then this lovely black woman sits on my lap. Her name is China. I doubt that's where she's from.
I think I actually know a black girl named China that goes by China. But go on.
And she sits down on my lap, and we start talking, and we talk for about 20 minutes, just talking about like me and what I do and all the always not about her, because that's how she gets people into the VIP room. And she got me into the VIP room, and we're sitting down, and she starts dancing, and I'm sitting down, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. I see why people come here. And then she goes, take your dick out. And I'm like,
What?
I don't think we should. And she unzips my pants and pulls my dick out. And I'm like, obviously hard, because this is one of the most beautiful women who have ever like given me attention at this point in my life. And
all you ever needed for a beautiful woman to pay attention to you was just one with a really bad drug habit. Just one strung out, just one.
She was like she was too toned to be on drugs. Like she was like an athletic one. I feel
No, that's meth strong.
maybe
meth strong.
You might be right. You know what?
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
They have gorgeous
they're
bodies,
wiry.
those meth heads.
And they're kind of wiry too. They're
Yeah,
very,
they're like,
and she she starts grinding on my penis, and I'm
with the penis out.
penis out.
Did she have bottoms on?
She did at the beginning. She did not at the end. And I'm just like, okay, this is probably not how this is supposed to go.
And that's how you get herpes, friend.
And then she sat on it. Yeah. And we had sex in the VIP room. I didn't really consent, so I'm not sure if it's sex technically.
Did you have a condom on?
I did not. Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you go get tested?
I did.
Shit.
Of course I did. I actually came out clean, though.
Well, China's a clean girl.
China's a clean girl. That's why I don't think she's on meth.
Whew, that was you got like a Russian roulette. That was really
I
spinning
know.
the revolver there.
That is a Russian roulette.
That's what I was thinking the entire time. I
Yeah.
was just like, this is great, but also at the same time, possibly terrible.
And now there's a half black and white baby walking
I didn't.
around.
did you-
like
you didn't blast
I
inside?
didn't blast inside.
No.
I didn't blast
Where'd
inside.
you blast?
I blasted on myself, but like on my tummy because my shirt was up, so because I didn't want to get it stained.
Your tummy? Yeah.
Yeah, my tum.
After to blow raspberries on
I'm
it
just,
after.
I'm just amazed right now.
By the way, was it in the dark room where it's kind of like a black light? I just wondering what.
Well,
Was just like a glowing load of jizz on your stomach?
it wasn't like
Just
black light dark, but it was
emanating.
Like the guy from
like-
Chris walks in
it-
from the child predator thing.
Chris Hansen, yeah,
Chris
yeah,
Hansen's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, Seth, can you please sit down? No, do you know the light at the Comedy Store?
Yeah.
There's decorated with a bunch of those. So a bunch of
okay.
red lights.
Those
And
And it's just like my fat white tummy covered in like vaguely red jizz from the light. From the light.
Hey, we've all come blood, Jamie.
Oh, that's a fun time.
And
that was the disease you got. You
and
come
I'm
blood
just like,
now.
I'm just like, 20-year-old me is just like, so this is how life happens. Okay, just
wow, way to grow up. Huh?
yeah, exactly. It wasn't my first time, but it was like, this is
First
the
time
first.
with a stripper in a VIP room.
Yeah, exactly. I went back like a day later to be like, hey, you don't have anything right. Because I'm that kind of person. I'm that kind of like,
Yeah.
I need to think about myself.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you idiot.
She called you the
Yeah.
idiot?
She did?
Yeah.
Well,
You're like,
She's
"You're
like,
the
how
fucking idiot."
dare you impugn upon my honor? Well, I'm just like, if it quacks like a duck and it might have AIDS, I'm gonna ask.
Did you get tested 6 months later?
I got tested 3 months later, and a month later, 3 months later, and then 6 months later
Oh,
before
okay,
my
you're good.
next relationship.
You're
Yeah,
good.
no, I don't have AIDS. I don't have it.
Yay!
I know.
Oh, I guess
Good
I'll
Thank-
clap.
job.
thankful yeah, my buddy comes out of the VIP room. He's like, they wouldn't have sex with me, and I'm like, wow, you just picked
You
you just picked
didn't
the
go
wrong.
with China.
Yeah,
But so you didn't pay anything?
I paid for the dance.
Oh, $20.
You didn't pay extra?
I didn't. But the dance
See,
last.
who's worse?
He's on
me
that.
that
Hold on.
steals a dollar?
Hold on.
You should have paid
Let
that
me
woman, that poor
explain.
woman.
Let me explain.
Had that sex
the
with you.
dance
Ugh.
lasted like 8 songs.
Even you
No.
should have tipped out.
So
you
it was
cheap
like-
bitch.
She's got to be on meth for just having random sex and like not.
She's a great worker, and this cheap bastard.
I
he doesn't
feel.
even
I feel
tip
like.
her.
I feel
Give
like.
her 20
I-
bucks.
20
No,
years
it
old.
was
She
20.
probably had to grab it out of your clenched
It
fist.
was like $200 for the
You cheap
dance.
bastard. But you
Is it-
didn't pay $200.
Yes, I did. Because
paid
you
$200?
pay by the song at TJ's.
Oh, so you did
Yeah.
pay for it. Oh, okay. You said you paid 20 or 200.
I kind of paid for it.
But
You paid
didn't
for
tip
it
extra.
$200.
I didn't tip extra.
What
no.
do you? Yeah. What do you tip on
Um,
sex? What do you tip on intercourse? Is that a tipping thing?
I don't.
It was a-
I
it
haven't-
seemed
I
like good
haven't-
service.
I guess if you consider that paying for sex, I haven't paid for sex since then. So
That's only a
I don't-
matter of time
my,
for you.
My tipping game isn't on point right now.
Yeah, I don't know what a tip for sex
Yeah,
when you pay for sex.
Is it 20%?
69%.
Is it-
69% is
I
the.
think some girls that do that would have a flat rate. I would assume.
Yeah. But she was my first black girl. Led me down.
By the way, real quick, I'd like a stripper that has like as a lower back tattoo. It just says "We accept tips" or "I accept tips," and just like pay for
We-
sex.
Except
I-
Mastercard, Visa,
I'm-
Discover.
You swipe it down her ass crack.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm waiting for the millennial stripper that has "We accept Venmo" on her butt crack.
Ah, yeah.
You just put your phone down on her ass.
Bitcoin. I take Bitcoin.
Nice.
We accept PayPass.
So what were you gonna say about the stripper?
She was my first black girl, and I dated a lot of black girls after that. She caused that, yeah.
Really? What
You
was
go
it that
back,
you liked?
You don't go back.
You
Yeah.
do,
Oh, you
apparently,
do go
yeah.
back. Okay.
What did you like about being with a black lady?
I don't know. It was just
An African American woman.
I'm white.
That's racist
black,
to
or
all
they're
black
black,
people
yeah.
who aren't
Yeah.
from Africa. So
American. You
fine.
add the dash American.
But Dominican Republic people who live in America who aren't from Africa go, I'm not African
Well,
American.
originally
well,
they
because
are
it'd be
from
too much
Africa.
to. Oh.
Heritage.
Oh,
Okay.
you
I
see what I'm getting at.
Well, I would have went with
Oh.
Dominican American, Dominican
The
Republican
slave
American.
ship came from
But
Africa
they have the
that
same-
Took 'em to the Caribbean.
I like. We're turning this into a history show, but we're all African when it comes down
I-
to
We are.
it.
We are
I'm a-
all African.
I'm a little afraid that this panel of
The
three
first
white people has like an
person-
encyclopedic knowledge on slavery.
I'm so honored that you called me a white person. Anytime anytime a white person does that,
You're
let me in.
honorary.
kind of let me in. Yeah, honorary, exactly. Doesn't really make the cut, but okay. But yeah, so after that, you were with black women.
Yes.
Why?
It was just different than what like I was used to. I was
Their standards were obviously much lower. That's why.
that seems like it's
That-
somehow
that's a
racist.
little racist.
No!
Well, I mean, this is the scientific proof.
Misogynistic and racist.
It's not
I
racist.
just
This
like-
is the proof right here.
I just liked what I saw and went with it.
Listen,
China was just trying to make some money off of
they
it,
had
okay?
the quick twitch muscle fiber. No, that's
She looked
you guys
at him
remember
and she
the
said,
like,
I have been.
the
I
commentator?
apologize for all of this.
This is that Bill Burr bit where you guys just kind of go off camera to the sides and it's just me.
No, China looked at him and said, he's going to pay $200 and he's disease-free.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nobody
I had
took
I
that
had
one.
beautiful curly locks, and she was just like, he looks like
Innocent.
he looks like a cherub in my little strip club. I'm gonna sit on his penis.
Oh my god.
Was this VIP room private or were
It
there other
it,
people?
it had the dividers.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like a urinal?
China has
like at a
no
urinal?
shame.
Well,
China's like,
I also have
it'd be
no
like,
shit. I mean,
it'd
I
be
didn't.
like this, and I just go.
I was.
Oh, hey neighbor.
I love how
you
you're what's the name of that fucking kid show?
Dora the Explorer?
No, where he's like, "Hello, neighbor."
Oh, Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, yeah, you're just Mr. Rogers about your strip club sex. That's amazing.
Hey neighbor.
Just slowly
Is that
take
a
off
cock?
your grandpa's sweater, the one that Mr. Rogers would wear. Just the you always have
cock
that
in your
classic, the
hand?
cardigan.
Oh look,
Yeah.
the train from Imagination Land is running on Cynthia.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, cool. Man.
Yeah, I didn't go back to strip clubs after that because I was like, you know what?
Little scarred.
It's probably a bad habit to get into the like the just banging strippers instead of having like real.
You didn't even have a dance. You went straight for a fuck.
I didn't go for a fuck. She was just like, pull out your dick. And I was like, and then she pulled it out and she's like, you can stick it in. I was like, and then she sat on it. So I was like, I didn't really have a choice, kind of. But like, I also didn't fight back at all. So like the whole Me Too.
If this is your Me Too story,
No,
I'm
it's
not
not my
sympathetic
Me
at
Too
all.
story.
Me too.
Yeah, this is I'm
This
not.
is like the least viable rape story of all time.
You have to go back to TJ's and be like, I want to find China. I'm going to sue.
Oh, I'm sure she doesn't work there anymore. I'm sure her stripping days are long past.
So okay, this is the big tied up at the end. why did your friend have to go to a strip club that night?
Because he got into an argument with his mom.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Did his mom work there?
No. He was just
Oh.
like, I'm gonna get back at women, and I'm like, this is fucking weird.
What did he
like
do?
when
That is weird.
nothing.
I
He
feel
was
like he
just
tried to suckle on one of the stripper's tits.
Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't in there with him.
That does
but,
seem like a friend you would have. So.
Maybe this friend. Maybe.
This is very odd.
I was a very odd person. But no, we were
Was.
sitting in his car afterwards. He's like, I got to tell you why we went. And he was just like, I got into an argument with my mom, and it was just, I was so mad, and I was just like, I wanted to like be away from her, but like still be around people. And I'm just like, you're fucked up, and I don't think our friendship can continue.
He's like a type of emo that turns into a strip club DJ. Like, fuck
Yeah.
you, mom. He's just playing bad
Yeah.
records.
It's like Eric
Jesus.
Cartman.
I like how his fuck you mom was to go try and get laid in a strip club.
Wow.
And
you wanna
you
get
did.
laid.
You didn't mean to get laid, but you did.
Again, I was just there for a story.
And you
Nice.
got your story.
Okay.
I did get a joke out of it that I did for a while, because she
Went to China.
she said something to the effect of own that pussy while we were having sex, and I was just like, as a black woman, you probably shouldn't say that to me. Like, like your ancestors wouldn't approve of that, you saying that. And it was just the joke. I don't do it anymore because it was like 2 years into doing stand-up, and I'm like 3 years away from that. But it was one of my favorite jokes for a while.
Did you actually say that to her?
Yeah, I was just like thinking it while we were like, this is like
While you were inside of her?
yeah, I was just like, should I stop? Like, this is uncomfortable.
Wow.
Yep, I'm a gross person, everybody.
Can we just agree, by the way, he didn't tip his stripper goodly enough to have sex with him?
I didn't steal from her either.
He
You
was
piece
kinda
of
raped.
shit.
You kind of.
I was kind of raped. See,
Yeah.
Thank
okay,
you.
I'll let it.
20. He was 20.
thank
That
you.
doesn't help. That doesn't add anything to that.
He was 20 and he was kind of raped.
I didn't
No,
steal from
no.
a person at least.
No, he didn't.
I
and
stole.
he
It was a
paid.
faceless entity. It was a strip club.
It was the face was
worse?
literally on stage while you
No,
were
no,
stealing
no,
from
no.
her.
Th- I was gonna go back probably to the business. I thought. I don't know, but it was a faceless entity. What's worse than a strip club business?
At least I paid for a really long dance, you fucking garbage human.
That poor woman. He affected that woman more than me taking $2 or $3. Anyway,
How?
Because she had to put you inside of
She
her.
didn't have to.
She didn't have to.
She needed
She
to get
chose
some
to.
crack rocks. She needed.
chose that. She
Wow.
said, Seth, I want you.
Mhm.
And she pulled it out, stuck it in,
Mm-hmm.
and rode
Okay.
that bad boy.
Maybe she's just into white nerds. I don't know. I don't know her story.
Some people are.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
God.
a terrible curse to have, but it's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
All right. So what are your other strip club stories? else
What other scars?
I
did
again,
you-
I haven't
Impart.
really gone to strip clubs since that. I have
Sex
known
workers.
I have
lady boys.
lady boys. There was a cook at my first job. I was 17, and he was super into lady boys. And he would talk about it all the time. But
Hey, really?
Yeah, no, but before that, he
It's
started
like
off.
chicks with dicks.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
super
yeah.
into that. But the first thing he liked to gauge how cool I was, he was like, "Hey, you into sounding?
Sounding.
You know what sounding is?"
Yeah, isn't that the thing with
Is that
like?
how Jamie sound checks before our podcast?
I
Could
would.
be.
I wouldn't say it's anything like that.
No.
It's masturbating by sticking things into your dick.
Ow.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, you like to get off by beating it with like a fucking pencil?"
Wait, what?
Yeah. He's like, I was like, I don't know what that is. And he's like, "Oh, well, it's you stick something in your penis and then you come." And I'm like, "Nope." And he's like,
Does
"Well,
it shoot out like a rocket? Because that would be fun.
like
They're
a
like, pew, pew, pew.
I like to
That's
think
great.
the pencil's
Bottle
in the wall.
Why is that pencil in the ceiling? Well, it's a funny story.
Well, he's like, "Oh, you start out with your finger," and I'm like, "No, you don't start out. That seems way too thick to start out with."
Ooh.
Oh,
I don't have a dick, but
I know.
I've seen them.
Yours shriveled up just now, huh?
Yep.
It's terrible.
Mine shriveled up.
And
I don't have
and
one.
then he's like, well, sorry, I'm sick.
That's
he-
the AIDS.
It's
That's
not
the
AIDS.
It's the latent.
You can't just
kicks
like.
in
It's
5 years
China's
later.
AIDS.
I like to think that instead of the woman, it's the country of China that has infected me with AIDS. It's just like we got him.
That's like off of a Trump propaganda poster.
Exactly.
They're
Trump's
giving
getting-
China to our citizens.
China's messing us up in the trade markets and the AIDS. And then he. So he did that for a few weeks. He's just giving me suggestions on how
Wait
to
a
sound.
minute. Did you ask him any follow-up questions to sounding? Like what that did to his urethra?
Oh yeah, I was like, doesn't that mess up your pee hole? He's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, it's kind of janky.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Yeah,
so I heard
that's-
guys don't get urinary tract infections. Women do.
That's not true.
But-
Men
Guys
do
can.
get.
If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
stick
All the
shit
time.
up your pee hole, wouldn't you get?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
That's-
you leave it in there, yeah, no,
yeah,
anything
that
like
happens.
Yeah, definitely.
He told me that too. He's like, you got to clean yourself, and I'm just like,
Wait,
you got to
Ah.
clean your soul, motherfucker.
No, good God, I don't want to have a urethra that's like
I-
one of those sewer drains to the ocean.
But I was
just shit comes out like that. Your piss
Yeah.
comes out like that's terrible.
Yeah, it
That's
just
awful.
oozes out. No, but I was 17 at the time. I'm sure that's a crime to ask me how I masturbate. Sure, it was a crime to ask me. So that
Oh.
lasted for a few
That's
weeks.
a me too.
And then
Yeah.
we started like getting high together.
Oh boy.
perfect
gee.
person to
Then
get
he
high
went in
with.
his van, and you.
Hey, I want to do
He
drugs
owned a
with you, weirdo.
he owned a 2-door sports car, motherfucker.
Oh,
so it was
okay.
cool.
Brandon,
Stylish.
you're right. I think he is
No,
cool.
I'm not his type
Yeah.
because he was like, yeah, I'm into lady boys. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So, like, what's that like? He's like, oh, well, they fuck me in the ass. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
Wait, the lady boys do? Why aren't they the bottom?
He just likes it that way. He just likes
Well.
the feeling of, having a woman inside him instead of a man.
Wait, I don't get it.
Don't try to ask me to explain someone else's sexuality. I can barely explain my own, okay?
Yeah, a lot of denial in there. I feel like. A lot of denial.
No, a lot of honesty there.
Wow. Okay. Wait. So, how did this relate to strip clubs?
You asked me about sex workers, and then you said lady boys, and I
The
was
guy
like,
in the kitchen was
Oh.
the
yeah, the guy
sex
who
worker.
cooked everyone's food was like, I stick my penis in, I stick my finger in my penis. I was like, I'm not eating anything you cook ever
You're like,
again.
can I have that steak rare?
The restaurant closed a few months after I left, and I was just like, yeah, I could see why. It was a dumpster fire of a place.
Wow.
I also don't like the guy's confidence that he had to just probably bring it up casually. Like, yeah,
Oh,
just stick
it was
stuff in my people.
totally
Yeah.
casual. It
Yeah.
was
Hey,
my
how do you
He's trying to just play it cool, but it's like
second shift.
No.
Second shift. Oh yeah,
Oh,
I was a
jeez.
dishwasher, and I was just like the new guy, and he was like, "Oh, you seem pretty cool," and I'm like, "I am pretty cool," and then he's like, "How do you feel about sounding?" And I'm like, "I'm not sure I'm cool anymore."
That's like when someone offers to like smoke you out, and then they hand you the pipe, and you find out it's tweak in there, and you're like,
Or
no,
like-
you're cool, right? Like, okay. You
It's,
just-
it's a lot. It's
Never
it's like
experienced
that,
that
but it's
one.
also like finding out someone you respect believes in flat Earth theory or some bullshit like that.
yeah.
I haven't experienced
Oh,
that one
boy.
either.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Have you met
On the-
people that believe that?
I have met people who are
No.
super serious about the whole idea of us being on a floating disc.
No.
Yeah, they go. Oh, it's surrounded by an Arctic wall. It's basically Game of
I
Thrones,
was gonna
but
say
with
that sounds
space.
like Game of Thrones. Winter's coming.
Yeah.
I like the idea though that the world is a giant quarter.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
made to be
Wait,
flipped.
well, no.
It's like flipping on
There's
its.
no such thing as gravity. The Earth disk is just rapidly rising through the cosmos. Like, you're fucking stupid. You're dumb. If that
Wow.
were true, then how do planes fly? Because they keep crashing into the disk that's moving up. They go, oh, I've never seen the circumference of the Earth, the roundness of the Earth. That's because you've never left fucking sea level, you dope.
Wow.
You live in Minnesota. You're not a person of
Who have you ever met
knowledge.
that's a flat earther?
One of the guys.
Minnesota?
I don't want to say too much because he's a person I still work with, but he's one of the guys I teach with.
oh.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
he doesn't.
boy.
He doesn't teach
He
anything
teaches
related
science.
He doesn't teach
He
anything
teaches-
related to science. Thank God. But I do. Whenever I work with him, I'm just like, hey, don't be spouting that shit to the kids because you're wrong. I could give you mathematics on how you're wrong. Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
The problem is stupidity also comes with a lot of fucking confidence because
Yeah.
there's no self-awareness.
Yep.
That it's just like, no, I'm right, and there's this very thin veil of understanding that I have that proves that I'm right.
Yeah, no, completely. Have you guys heard, by the way, the quote, great minds think alike? I think we've all heard that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, stupid minds also think alike.
No,
it goes both ways.
The problem is stupid minds can think alike, and they can also think differently. So they're like just mashing and fighting against each other because they're just fucking dopes. And they're just like, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. And then some smart person comes along and goes, no, here's how it is. And then stupid people go, no, you're stupid. Oh, it's so
And then they
amazing.
gang up
And then
on you.
Trump happens.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
I am just like, I can't get comfortable tonight.
I would feel the same way sitting next to Brandon.
Thank
No,
you.
it's because I worked so hard. Oh,
Are
it's
you-
Christmas.
I am
You're not
Erin's.
currently a
I am
stripper, are you?
Erin's Seth.
Huh.
I do nails at a salon right now,
Oh, okay.
and it's Christmas time, and I'm really busy, and so
I want to say I have the most respect for strippers because physically they are some of the most fit people. They can just
Not
do
always.
they
not always.
okay, fitness is not a weight thing. They can do things that you and I cannot. Like
That's true. I
support
can
their
still
body
do the
weight on a
split.
fucking oiled pole. I can't do that.
Give me some meth, and I'll go like a monkey on that pole.
Give him meth. You can't do shit physically.
What? Is this coming down just to a wrestling match now?
You want to? I
No,
was a wrestler in high
because it's
school. I
going to
got
turn into
this.
some weird makeout session, and it's going to be the top and bottom thing, and I don't want to have that fight yet.
Okay, we can have that fight off camera.
Yeah,
But
this is YouTube.
no, but seriously,
I'm
I
like
respect
touching
them.
you on
I
the
respect because
Trying
they're
to turn me back.
they're
yeah.
basically fucking athletes.
That's true. I agree. It is a very physical job.
Athletic, but I'm not going to put them on a football field.
Somewhat athletic.
They're somewhat athletic, but I'm not going to put them on a
A
football
lot
field.
of them would outrun you on the football field. A lot of them would.
That's with meth. They're juicing.
Hey.
You're assuming a lot about women who strip.
Men or women.
Men or women. Men don't often strip as much as women, but women too, I guess. Or men too, rather.
You don't have those facts. You don't have those facts.
I'm sure there are more female strippers than male strippers.
You're right about that.
I believe there are.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is people who strip, you have to be like much stronger in a lot of ways that average humans, even people who work out, are not.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Using
your
muscles
legs,
in your leg. I was just
your
gonna say
legs are
legs.
super strong.
Yeah.
and
probably
very
have-
flexible.
Selectively, yes, some muscles are very
He
strong.
has to cut women down. He is a misogynist.
Women?
you guys.
I'm just saying you're like they're super athletes at the
I'm not
strip
saying they're
club.
super athletes.
You're
I'm
that's
saying
what you're
they're athletic.
basically saying.
Don't put words in my mouth.
No, you're like if they were in the NBA, they could be the next Jordan.
I'm saying they would outrun you, bitch.
I'm
They
just
want-
hearing the compliment and I'm taking it.
they
and
could
running
they
with
could
it.
outrun me in clear heels. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm not a super athlete. I'm just saying I don't know if they are.
I'm saying they are much more athletic than the average human. You being
Than the
most
average
average of
human.
humans.
This is the kind of the pickup line shit that you used on the stripper to get her to fuck you. I bet like you're one of the most
Oh, yeah,
super athletic people.
I'm super complimentary to women. That happens. Yeah.
That's nice.
If you treat
No.
them nice, then
Yeah.
sometimes they'll sleep with
Well,
you.
that's exactly
you
why
monster.
you're nice. That's exactly why you're nice, monster.
I'm nice to be nice, but
We're
sometimes I
monsters,
also get
we're co-monsters.
sex because I'm nice. Those two things are interdependent of each other.
That's nice, Brandon. You should be nice.
Yeah, you should try it. It's
No.
fucking nice.
No, I refuse it. The world is shit on me too much. Is this an intervention now? Because I don't fucking want it.
He realized.
We're
Yeah.
like Merry Christmas, Brandon. Happy Hanukkah.
This-
Let's
I'm the Scrooge. You guys are trying to turn me. No. Okay. Well, good.
All right. What else were we going to talk about?
I don't know. How long have we been going, Jamie?
We talked
is a
about
hot one.
big old dick.
43.
Wow.
We talked about big old dick.
Big old dick.
Talk about my stripper story where I had sex with a stripper,
China.
China.
Oh,
Yeah.
China.
She was like the first athletic woman that I also ever had too.
Really?
Yeah. She was just like, she was squatting on my penis, and I could see like veins in her legs, and I was just like, I'm also impressed and turned on. This is weird. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's your squat, girl?
That's
What's-
meth toned.
That's not, why is it
That's
always
meth toned. Why do I
what if
think
she
a lot of
put in
strippers
the
are
hard work to be that fit,
You know-
and you're just killing all the fucking things she put in for it. You're just killing all the effort.
No.
And when
no.
you squat that low, you can't put your knees over your toes, or that really will fuck your knees up. So, I mean, she probably was really in good form.
I love the idea of having strippers having like injuries later on in life. Just like, oh, bad knees.
No,
I like to think
older strippers do get bad knees and sciatica.
I do like to think that there's like a stripper gets hurt in the club, and there's like an athletic trainer to come over and like carry her off the field.
They bring that little mini golf cart around.
They in between the tables.
Strippers that have like football players have 10,000 yards running. Strippers have like 10,000 lap dances given, and just have really bad knees. And the Walter Payton of stripping.
There's panties hung up on the
yeah.
This champion stripper.
I always thought it would be funny to have
Cinnamon
a plaque
is a fucking champion.
like stripping since 1994.
Oh, the
there's
sadness
statues
plaque.
of like the greatest strippers.
There is a thing in what is it, like Myrtle Beach or Vegas, like a competition.
Oh, I'm sure there's a competition
Yeah.
for stripping,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it actually is in Vegas.
Magic Mike, they did it in Myrtle Beach.
and they test them all for drugs. Jetty, you fucking.
That's
monster.
not real.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, get out of here. How dare you? It runs on drugs. I hate to.
No, I do
to
believe.
burst that
I do
bubble
believe
for
they
you.
actually do test for competitions like that.
Really?
Yeah,
No, they don't.
They
Seth
test-
doesn't know.
they
He's just
test for
making it
all
up.
fighting tournaments. So go fuck yourself.
This isn't fighting. Why do you
It's
think?
not fighting.
These
I'm not saying.
strippers-
I'm saying tournaments that are like that, they get tested because they are technically athletes at that point.
No, they're not. It's
Oh
someone's
my
doing
god,
doing
they
a
are
tur-
competing.
Someone's doing a tournament. They're just
They're
putting up the
competing
money.
physically. How is that
They
not
are
athleticism?
because it's not. There's not a
Thank you.
commission for it. It's just some
There's-
sleazy
you don't-
guy
how
with
do you know
like
there's not a
10,000
commission?
bucks in his pocket, and he's in
sleazy guy-
Vegas.
You're
Some guy has $10,000 in his pocket.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
going
think
back to
that's how it
stripping right
works.
now. Right now. Where
pretty
is
sure
this
the prize is
guy?
I would
actually
also-
bigger than that. So
I'm
go
like,
fuck
whoa.
yourself.
No, not just the prize. Just running. You know what I mean. You know what
I'll
I mean.
be like,
all right?
hello, you have
They're not. They're not
$10,000?
drug testing the strippers. They're
How
not
do you know?
doing that.
How do you know?
If they're making a pee in a cup, it's to test them for STDs.
Oh, I
feel
know what
like.
I wanted to tell you about. I went.
You
I
are
went.
a fucking misogynist.
How dare you?
I know,
Could have
I'm
been
not
male or female strippers. That's you.
I'm
that's
not
you.
even listening to you anymore. I wanted to tell you about.
Before you. I'm sorry.
Don't speak over
No,
a woman, you misogynist. Let her have a voice.
I want to add some evidence that he's a misogynist. Fire.
We don't need any more of that.
He messaged me. He's like, "Hey, do you know any hoes you can bring to this?"
I didn't say
Word
whores. I
for
said,
word.
I said whores. I said
You said-
whores. Because we
What
take
is-
whores on this show.
Well, I don't know if we want
And
to
I
call
didn't
them
say man. I
whores.
didn't say
I'm
male
gonna
or-
let-
I said whores.
I'm gonna let this burn on its own. Just
Listen.
keep going.
Let's listen to Erin, please. Stop, mansplaining your shit, man-spreading. Just look at this.
I went
Thank you.
to the
Erin?
stripper Christmas party.
Oh, okay, yes.
That's
okay.
cool.
When was this?
A week ago.
Okay.
Yeah. I went a week ago with my friend Nina.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a really fun time. I drank a lot of wine. I kind of fell because I was in high heels over my friend's foot. He has a big foot. Anyways, it was the old strip club DJ. The old strip club DJ. I tried to get him to come on the show, but he said tonight's his money-making night, so he can't come.
Thursday is his
Thursday is a
money.
prime evening for stripping.
Oh, jeez.
That's what he said. That's what he said. No, but I want to tell you about on the Thursday. So I am in line and at the bathroom, and there's a big long line because all the strippers are there trying to pee because we're all drinking, and there's dollars falling from the ceiling, and nobody's picking them up because we're all too cool. We're like, no, I'm not picking it up. I'm not picking it up. I'm not like that. And there's one girl, I eye her. She's like, like looking around, like stuffing it in her bra. I was like, I saw you. But then I'm in line in the bathroom, and the next stall opens, and I'm walking to go pee, and these two girls push by me, these two black girls. They go, yo, bitch, we're just doing a drug deal. I go, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, and they go, you can come in. I go, all right. So I go ahead and go pee, and I'm sitting there peeing and watching, and they do this drug deal. It was Coke, and she tears off a piece in the plastic and hands it to me, and I go, I'm cool. I don't really do that. I'm fine.
Good. Say no to drugs.
Say
I
no.
like that.
Say no.
Say
Turn
yes
it
to
down.
life, though.
No. Yes.
Say yes
Exactly.
to life.
You
And
get
she-
high on life.
You do some coke.
And she
You
was
do some
like-
coke out there.
She's like, you're cool. You're cool. And I'm like, all right. And then we left the stall being friends. And then I got back to my other friends. They're like, we're looking for Coke. I go, that's That's funny.
There we go.
Back in the stall.
I do like how they went to the privacy of a bathroom to avoid witnesses, and then invited a witness into the drug deal. Like,
well, they cut past me. They're like, "Yo, bitch."
I feel like at a strip club party, they're just throwing like handfuls of coke in each other's faces. Isn't that?
They were throwing dollars.
What goes on at a strip club party? Is it exciting? Is there any? Is it sex?
Yeah, I mean, it's just dancing, dirty dancing, and drinking.
But
It's like at any other party.
Dancing like
with
exotic,
dollars falling
exotic
from the
dancing,
ceiling.
or just they're dancing like couples.
No, exotic dance. Like,
Oh,
yes,
Girls-
they have
girls
slow
dancing.
dance night instead of
they're
regular.
doing the foxtrot
You know,
in a thong.
It's like
we
like a
had
middle
dresses
school
on.
dance where you're just like swaying from side to side, and it's just all the stripper lights are on you, and it's just nice.
Someone's
It's
coming
calm.
around. Leave room for Jesus in there.
They're playing Jay-Z.
there was a DJ, and it was fun. It was really fun.
Huh.
So nothing crazy.
Well, boobs came out at the end, and people were grinding.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it was.
Can I come to your next stripper party?
Yeah, invite us. No.
Okay.
Wait. You're gonna ruin it for all of it. No, invite
No,
me.
you're gonna have sex with one of them named China.
Oh, and she's gonna file a report with the police and.
I don't know why you feel like she didn't enjoy it when I wasn't the one who had a choice.
No, she saw dollar bill signs. She enjoyed it. No, invite me though. Invite me, Seth. You can't come. Invite me though. Bring me along.
I know. I thought about that afterwards. I was like, I should have brought
too
Brandon.
excited for this. Do you see how
You
he can't
should be excited.
calm?
You want to be excited going
He won't
in.
be calm though. He'll be like a horny dog. Look at him.
He would have been crawling on the floor, picking up all the dollars that were
I know.
flying, and
I'm
I'd be
not
like,
too
I don't know him.
I don't have dignity.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Your bonfire of the
And
Vandy's
I got
book
in
is
the
stealing from
VIP
strippers.
section. And they're like, how did you get in the VIP section? I go, I just walked in like I had confidence, because they had like a guard there.
That's exactly how you do it.
Wait a minute. Where was this? I thought it was at a house party.
No, it's at a club. Like
A strip club?
No,
Like
a dance club. They rented out.
I was doing a weed festival, stand up at a weed festival in August, and I got into the VIP section by saying the fucking dopest line. The security guard stopped me, and I had a really good set, so I was feeling confident. I'm just like, she stops me, I go, I'm a performer? Just like that, and just walk by her with no more words said.
Oh, God.
And she's just like, oh, fuck, he just kind of confidenced me.
if you ever want to get into like VIP or anything like that, you just have to walk past the guard, and when they stop you, you say, oh, I'm here for blah, 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 or I'm blah, 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 and then they go, oh, all right.
Just be confident.
Confident.
Is the way I've learned
It's the
to
way of
do
life.
anything.
It really is.
I've never been that, so I don't have a chance.
Because you're not a good person.
Just try it
Be
on.
confident in.
Doesn't always go hand in hand, though. Those are two separate ideas or facts, in my opinion.
But you have to like yourself to be confident. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
No.
A little bit.
I understand maybe the theory of it, but I've never.
I've
never felt that.
I
so.
imagine the theory of liking yourself is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
I think you just have to do it, and then it'll happen.
Exactly.
I don't know. Isn't there a saying like that? Like,
Fake it till you make it.
Well,
there you go.
The Nike
Yeah.
slogan is just do it. So yeah.
Whatever. Combine them. Fake it
That
till you make it and
fit?
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Fake it and do it.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, we want to round this one. We're gonna.
Are we ending?
Are we in it?
Are we done?
Jamie, how long have we been going?
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie, by the way, what have you been doing this whole time? I see you on your phone this whole time. What are you doing?
Posting Instagram and Facebook posts.
Oh,
You're actually.
I
oh,
love you.
Damn it! I was
You're
going in.
such a
Yeah,
good,
yeah, yeah.
You're such a good producer.
Oh man.
I think Jamie
I
is
think
amazing.
I'm gonna
I love Jamie.
When Taylor moves on, I'm going to replace him with you.
No! Don't
I'm
poach.
stealing your producer.
No.
I'm taking
No.
You're mine, Jamie.
I'm buying him presents.
You're coming
You can't
over to
leave.
the Good Word, and you're going to be happy there because we'll treat you
Hey,
with
you
respect.
gotta buy Jamie
We'll call
presents.
you
Everybody
executive
that likes
producer
Jamie
guy.
out there,
You
buy
get,
him
you get an
presents.
executive title. You get ownership of the show, but not really.
Good dividends.
I'll find
It's more
someone
for
to
you
do
so you can
sexual
say it
favors
and
for
feel
you, Jamie.
That's I can't. I can perform the sexual favors.
Male or
but you
female,
won't
it doesn't
enjoy
matter. I'll find you.
Preferably,
Wonderful.
that means I'm in the running still.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do our plugs now. Plug every social media, anything you're doing.
Check out The Good Word with Woodward on iTunes and SoundCloud.
The Good Word with Woodward.
It's
Good word with Woodward. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was with Seth Woodward.
No, I don't put my
Good
first
word
name.
with-
It's because of the number of syllables. It works like that.
Good word
It
with-
phonetically sounds better. But I'm also going to be at the Kickflip Comedy Show in Fullerton, December 28th at 8 p.m. So that's going to be fun. I'm also coming out with a live album sometime next year.
Nice.
So look out for that.
Ooh, okay,
It's
yeah.
going to be a really good time. Other than that, though, just you can find me on Facebook and at Seth Woodward 2 because I couldn't get the first one. The first
There's
spot on
another one?
Twitter. Yeah, there's another at Seth Woodward. I want to kill him so I can take his tag.
Who is he? Is he
He's just some guy.
just? Does he even
Some
post?
guy.
He doesn't. I don't post either because I don't have the confidence because I don't have his tag. Pisses me off.
My bibs itch. Sorry.
No.
Do
No,
what you
you-
gotta do.
Yeah, I don't go, oh, my balls itch and then announce it to the room. But yeah, you do you.
Just do, yeah.
I think it's the glitter I put all over.
I'm should be. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Glitter is just evidence of bad things done if men are wearing it.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yep.
All right, further plugs. And what about your Twitter, IG?
At Seth Woodward 2. On Twitter, I think I'm just Seth Woodward.
Okay.
I'm pretty plain like that, you guys. I'm very happy with who I am as a person.
And Facebook is just Seth Woodward.
Just
blah,
Seth
blah.
Woodward.
Cool.
Yeah, and
I
you can
like
check out the
me.
Good Word page. Like and subscribe if you like what you hear.
Hell yeah.
And like and subscribe to this too, Tales from the Pole.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, do it or I'll hurt you.
Aaron, plugs.
Oh, I'll be at the Comedy Store on New Year's Eve. Wow!
Ooh, nice.
Come celebrate 2018
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
I'll put glitter all over you.
Whose show are
Do
you
something. I'm gonna bring some slutty friends. It'll be fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's show are you doing?
Cadillac Sundays.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Come. What is that? 8400 Sunset Boulevard. I have it memorized. 'Cause I type it in all the time.
Okay. It's a fucking landmark.
Yeah.
It's-
You
What
can
is it?
find me Erin Hart Comic on everything. Instagram, YouTube, whatever.
Blah, blah,
Facebook.
blah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
On Twitter at brandonjeddi. On Instagram, brandonjeddi.
Like Star Wars.
Like Star Wars.
But with an extra D.
with an extra D. Max Blooms. I host Max Blooms Comedy Open Mic in Fullerton's on Friday.
Kind of hosts.
This Tuesday, I'm at the Harp in Costa Mesa. I think I'm doing the 8 p.m. show.
I'll come and say hi.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Jamie,
Yeah.
got anything to plug?
Here comes Jamie!
Yeah.
Hey everybody! You guys could follow me on every platform as jaimeasfug, and yeah, give me shit. I like shit.
He needs jeans.
I need black jeans. I want
He's
to look
32, 8,
32,
28.
30, 32, 30, 28 if possible. I
I-
like them short.
I was right, and I'm proud that I was right.
That kind of freaks me out a
Yay!
bit.
I'm very good at
Cool.
sizing people up.
Yeah?
Perfect. Ending it on a creepy note. This has been the show. Thank you guys. And
Okay,
bye.
thank you.
Jenny
Bye.
is garbage.